Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover in for David Carroll.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. Today marks 8 years since 6 Woodmore Elementary School students were killed in a school bus crash in Chattanooga.
That crash happened on their way home from school. It changed the lives of the entire community. We remember the names of the 6 children: Cordesia Jones, Demayan Brown, Keontae Wilson, Zaira Mateen, Ziana Harris, and Zoe Nash. Many may still be living with those horrible memories of exactly what happened that day.
Our Dallas Payton caught up with a therapist to get help for people in the community who may still have a hard time around this anniversary.
For those who are still grieving or dealing with trauma from the Woodmore Bus crash, should just take the day to surround themselves and spend time with loved ones.
While spending time with their loved ones, Katie Burns, a mental health therapist, says use that time to talk and get anything off your chest.
I think talking about it, remembering, doing things that were special to these children, and knowing that they lived a wonderful life while their time was here on earth, but knowing that their memory can still live on and what was special about them can be remembered today.
She explains that not sharing feelings can be harmful.
We don't want the feelings to get bottled up or stuck with inside. That is when they really become something that can turn into bitterness. It can turn into anger, and those emotions are really hard to push through.
Burns breaks down the signs that indicates grief and trauma.
Sadness doesn't just disappear, and an emotional injury doesn't disappear. So looking at yourself and knowing, I may be triggered, I may be having kind of a couple of hard weeks, I may have exaggerated emotions, I may feel like shutting down, kind of that fight or flight, but then trying to really care for yourself, notice how you're doing, and not suppress the feelings.
Burns says there is no timeline on grieving, so if that's something you're still experiencing, that's okay.
What happened that day was so traumatic for the children on the bus that were survivors, and for anyone that was part of that day. I think that no one should be pressured to have a certain amount of grieving time, but to always be trying to get to the place of healing.
For Local 3 News, I'm Dallas Payton.